Yeah, so welcome to our meeting number 5, and this is November the 2nd, 2017, 8 p.m., 8 p.m. I feel guilty.
Thank you, sir.
I feel very guilty, bringing all these big people, principal officers and all, to, after a very hard day's work, to come for a meeting like this. I really feel guilty, but I thank you again and again for your sacrifice. So the meeting is called to order, and I would like to invite us to look at the agenda for the day. Let me tell you a little way in which we'll be locating our documents on the chat window. You see, as soon as you hit send in Skype, it gives it a timestamp. And this timestamp you find on the extreme right-hand corner. So when we are referring to any document that you sent or that I have sent, I will be mentioning the timestamp for you. So it will be easy to locate the document. So for the agenda, which is paper number 12, let me try to locate the timestamp. I know you have found you have it, but I'm going to get it via the timestamp. Yes. It's at 7:21 p.m. If you look at the timestamp, 7:21 p.m., that is the agenda for the meeting. I have it right here, so I'm loading it. Pardon?
I cannot see open it.
No problem. Is that Dr. Etuji?
Yes, sir.
Blessed are those that believe without seeing, for theirs is the kingdom of God. So don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself. You are secretary. We will be just accept by faith what we are seeing for you. Hebrews 11:1. Faith. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at the agenda for the day. There are 7 items there. Do you have anything to add to the agenda? Anybody? A lot of echo here and there, no problem. So, motion for adoption, if there's nothing to add or subtract or divide or multiply. Bola Dale is moving. Who is seconding? Dr. Chinwe Anunobi. Thank you very much, ma. The first item on the agenda is a welcome. So, we want to welcome you all to this meeting at 8 p.m. November 2nd, 2017. It's our 5th meeting. We appreciate you attending. Today, this meeting will just focus on the group reports so that we can reach some conclusions on how we score the different elements, the 8 elements in the scoring scheme. So that's my word of welcome. Item number 2 we have taken. Item number 3 is the minutes of our second meeting. Let's take the minutes. Let me give you the timestamp on it. I go back to the chat window. Let's see minutes. I'm looking for the minutes. If anybody has seen it, you can give me the timestamp on it. But I'm looking for it now. Okay, it's earlier than this. So if you look at 7:12 p.m., that's on the right. That's the timestamp. You'll find the minutes of the second meeting. Let's take the minutes for correctness. Yes. I'm loading it now. I have it. So, page 1 of the minutes. Okay. Minutes, the spelling of minutes. Dr. Yetuji, please note. Yeah. Maybe you don't know her. You don't know these days. Maybe that's a 21st century spelling of minutes, so we don't even know. So Dr. Yetuji, you will correct that one. Any other on page 1? Page 2. and then page 3. So, if there are no other corrections, can we have a motion for adoption? Who is moving?
My spelling is
Pardon, sir.
Number
10. Who is asking for number 10? Who is asking for that? Yes, we can hear you, sir. Who is asking for number 10? Mistake matter arising from the minutes, going back to it. On page 1, a few absentees there, and we know what we agreed will happen if they miss 2 consecutive meetings. Page 2, I don't see anything there. The photo one we are reviewed. Page 5, we looked at some aberrant scores, and that has taken us to set up the groups. Number 6 is the same thing. Namdi Azikiwe, we assessed it, and AOB. I've not sent the document, the letter to the universities. I will do that later tonight. And by the way, there's something we failed to correct there. It's not linked to 10th of October. It will be end of November. Thank you. So is there any other thing that anybody will want us to update on or in matters arising? Any other thing? Okay, thank you very much. So let's go back to the agenda for the day. Consideration of group reports. We'll go group by group. Group A, that's Professor Ludire and Japheth. Can you give us the timestamp to your group report if you have already submitted? 7:54. 7:54, sir. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, let's go to 7:54 and take on 7:54. Yes. And take that report. Yes, I can see. I think it's 7:55 by my timing here.
7:55, sir.
It's 7:55, yes, thank you. So let's load that report. And I would like all of us to look at that report, Guidelines for Conference Presentations, Group A. We'll invite Professor Ludire to please present. You have the floor, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Well, we look at the fact that broken links will not be acceptable. That's the first thing in the group.
Okay.
There must be an active link to the abstract. Not only the abstract, also it could be abstract or full text or the presentation PowerPoint. So because at most conferences, what we present here is usually the presentation PowerPoint. And we are also saying that this should be able to be open to a page where we can see the presentation.
Okay.
Also without input details from the users. That is, you are not requiring people to make some input of their personal details.
Okay.
We use the case study of Edo University OER site conference presentation. The third thing, no conference presentation will be counted if it opens to the abstract without the opportunity to access the full text. So in that case, we are saying the abstract is okay, but then there will be also a possibility of going to the full text. Then the fourth one, no conference presentation will be counted if any form of user detail is being required before accessing the full text. Okay, we use the example of a unique unit.
Okay.
And 51, no conference presentation will be counted if after clicking on the link, it redirects to the home page or any other page that is not related to the conference. I think that's what should be
Okay.
As a journalist, should be conference.
Okay, that's fine. So thank you very much, Professor Oludire and Japheth. And I invite the team to look at the report and let's reach some agreements on them, on the different provisions. Let's take them one by one. And what I want us to do, we debate the number one. If it's agreeable, we'll then move on to number two, or if modifications will need to be made, and we'll take the thing on like that. So let's take number one. Broken links not acceptable. Is that agreed? Just say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sirs. Number two, there must be an active link to the abstract or full text. Should we say or? Should we take off? I think we already agreed on this thing. We don't want any abstract. Is that what? Should we retain it?
It should be full text, sir, not abstract.
So we are going to delete to the abstract or. I think we just take off the one. We just say there must be an active link to the full text, not to the abstract or. Is that okay?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I think we can remove all this case study thing from there, because this will now go into our general template for assessment. Do you agree with that?
Yes, sir.
We take
Yes,
off
sir.
this case study at Edo State University. We take that off. All right. No conference number 3 now. No conference presentation will be counted if it only opens to only abstract, without the opportunity to access the full text. I think this is repetitive and it's confusing.
Exactly.
I think we should delete it.
Yes, delete it, sir.
Doctor, well, who has the floor now? Just tell us your name. Professor Achibong, yes, ma'am.
Please, that number 2, are we accepting PowerPoint presentation as a full paper text for conference? Yes. Because yes or
Yes.
you
Yes.
say yes.
Yeah, no, let's no, it's by agreement, man. It's by agreement. Let us agree. You see, the purpose of this coordination meeting is to agree about what is right and what is wrong. And if we agree that we need PowerPoint presentations, then I think that should be across the entire Nigerian university system. Do you know how many? Do you know how many universities we have in Nigeria today, the 2nd day of November? Who knows?
I don't know. I've not checked on recent.
Okay, 154 until last week. 154. There were 153 before, but we had one added to it last week, Gombe State University. We have 154 universities. So the 154 universities, we have to apply the thing across to them. My view is that in some conferences, the PowerPoint presentations are accepted and even put on the website of the conference.
Yes, sir.
So even if the PowerPoint, yeah, I think we should take the PowerPoint presentations. But maybe if you don't mind, we'll say the PowerPoint presentations should not be less than 10 slides. Okay, no problem. What do you want, ma'am?
Because it depends on the time given.
Yes.
PowerPoint can be 5 slides.
Okay, that's fine.
Reloaded.
Okay, fine. Now let me tell you. This is what I do. That's my business. That's what I do almost every second. I can present 60 PowerPoint slides in 10 minutes. So I can present 1 PowerPoint slide or 2 PowerPoint slides in 2 hours. So, I mean, we'll just cheat ourselves. If we just say, okay, it can be 5 slides. People can just come and put 5 slides there and cheat the others. I don't know what others think.
Well, sir.
5 slides are too few, sir.
No, just Dr. Ms. Abiodun Alao, I think 5 slides are just too few. They are not too few, too few. Yeah, 10 should be the minimum. 10 slides. Look, listen, as we're talking now, I can do 10 slides within 5 minutes and just put it on the site, and then you just get the place populated with PowerPoint slides. So we have to be careful about this.
Sir, can I make a contribution?
Who is speaking?
This is Dr.
Dr. DK, yes.
I'm thinking the slide should be detailed enough. You can put 5 slides, but the content you put on those slides are not detailed enough.
Okay. Okay. Now let me tell you. Dr. DK is very right, but let me tell you something. Anytime I see, because I teach presentations, anytime I see somebody have a slide, a PowerPoint slide, more than, listen to me very carefully, more than 5 lines, maximum 6 lines, I know that that person is a big novice in using PowerPoint slides. What some people do will just be copying a Microsoft Word paragraph and pasting it there. That is not PowerPoint. The meaning of PowerPoint is points, just bulleted points, 5 lines. That's all. Look, I sent my PhD students, look, like I said, I'm still teaching. I have the highest number of courses in Lagos State University. I teach 9 courses every semester. I teach 4 courses, PhD, computer engineering. I teach advanced statistics. I teach advanced research methods. I teach science education courses. I teach environmental education courses, PhD, and this thing. And when they come to my class, anybody will now come and say PowerPoint, and then just go to introduction and copy 2 paragraphs of introduction and put it on the PowerPoint slide. I chase that person out of my class because that person doesn't know how to use PowerPoint. PowerPoint means you have a slide. It tells a lot of the stories, but in a few lines with bullet points. So, Dr. DK, I don't say you have 5 slides and the whole place is loaded with things. I know that that person is a novice in using PowerPoint slides.
Bob, let me make a contribution.
Who is speaking?
Can I?
Anunobi, yes. Dr. Anunobi, yes. Dr. Ituji, I'll come to you in a minute.
I see. Prof, why I said 5 is that in some conferences, they will restrict the number of slides. I have been to a conference where they say it must be 5 slides. You may have sent the full text before, and they say for you to prepare the slides, it must be 5. And you must stick to it. Does that mean that the person is not giving enough?
All right.
I
need to see that kind of conference.
Cover all your papers.
I'm coming. I need to see that kind of conference. I will tell you just 5 slides. Hardly will you see. By the way, I'm just on the side. I'll tell you a little bit of myself. I serve as I'm the African expert on several UNESCO panels that run several global meetings, and I've never seen in my discipline and outside of it where they will say just bring only 2 slides. All they will tell you is that you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So maybe in your area of library science, that's what they do. But generally, you don't have conferences limiting you to 2 or 3 slides or 5 slides or 10 slides. They will tell you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You are left. Can some people in this room? No, hold on, madam. Let's ask from others. Can Oyetunji or Olaleye or Prosachi Bong or Abiodun Alao, can you please, or Idris Audu, can you share your experiences on this?
PowerPoint presentation, sir.
Pardon? Abiodun Alao has the floor.
Hello, sir.
Yes, Abiodun Alao has the floor.
Yes, sir. There are cases where they restrict the number of slides actually. Because usually they are not fewer than 10 slides. I've not had any experience of less than 10 slides. But in some conferences, they will tell you not more of slides for your presentation. But in other cases, they will just give you a timeline. And
Okay.
5 minutes or 10 minutes, that's all you can have.
Okay, that's fine. Prosachi Bong.
I've never seen anywhere they restricted slides. It's always been timeline. I say 5 minutes or 10 minutes for your presentation. So you determine what you are bringing.
Okay, now let's round this up. Do we want, and I just want us to have some consensus, though this one is democracy. Do we want to say for conference presentations, if you present 5 slides, you are good to go? Or we say 10 slides? How many of us will say 5?
Before we take that decision, sir.
Okay, Oyetunji.
I have a contrary view
Okay.
Because most of the proceedings, they have some copy for the content.
Yes.
So are we saying we are going to do away with, because they come up with their proceedings and they have the content of the conference? So are we saying we should do away with the content using PowerPoint? They are not going to put PowerPoint in proceedings.
Yeah. That's another point for reflection. So what do we say? You see, what Oyetunji is saying is that we should not even countenance PowerPoint slides. That's what he's saying. Do we all agree with that?
I don't believe it. They don't put PowerPoint in the proceedings. They put the full content.
Okay. You know, this is by consensus now. Consensus means that majority, not necessarily everybody. So I want I want the parliamentary I want to use the parliamentary method now. Those of us who will say, just say yes or I. Those people who will want us to take PowerPoint slides for conference presentations, say I. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Those people who say that we should not bother about PowerPoint slides, say nay. Okay, the ayes have it. No, the ayes are the ayes are few. No, the ayes are few. So it means we should take, and then we should take not less than 10 slides. Is that okay?
Yes.
All right, that's fine. So we have done with that. We are taking PowerPoint slides not less than 10 slides. So let's just modify that. 10 slides. Okay, let's take number 3. No conference presentations will be counted if it opens only abstract. I think that's already taken care of. So do we delete number 3? Or we leave it for emphasis? I think we should delete it because it's already repeated up there. Number 4, which will now be the new number 3. No conference presentation will be counted if any form of user detail is being required. Approved?
Approved, sir.
Thank you. Number 5, which is now number 4. No conference presentation will be counted if after clicking on the link, it redirects to the home page. Approved?
Approved.
Wonderful. So that's good for. We'd like to thank the group A, for a job very well done, and that becomes now our standard for conference presentations. Can we please applaud that group? Thank you. Now let's go to group B. What's the timestamp for group B? 7 what?
46 p.m.
7:46, yes, group B. That's Dr. Wilson Wankwo's team. Good. So, Dr. Wankwo, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Yes, sir.
In view of the ranking process, we have highlighted the following. We suggest that links to books must be direct links to PDF doc file of the books being evaluated and not links to other websites or fake links.
Okay, let's take it one by one so that we move fast in this. Approved?
Approved, sir.
Okay, number 2.
Sorry, sir.
Yes. Please
not
tell us your name. I'm so sorry, please. Please, just for everybody else from now on, just mention your name and then make your point. Yes, Madam Abiodun Alao.
Yes, sir. books cannot be in other formats than this listed because that would be restrictive.
That's correct. So let's look at that again.
The important thing is that each of us on the floor, the important no matter the format.
Can we modify as follows? Can we modify as follows? Links to books must be direct links to the file of the books being evaluated. Is that okay?
That's okay.
Thank you. So number 2. Dr. Nwankwo, please read number 2.
Yes. Yeah, we saw some misleading links. That is, those links that points to materials other than books should be penalized.
Comments?
Consecutive.
No, that's fine. You have read your own, no problem. What are the comments of the group? Biodun Alao, yes. Biodun Alao.
We can say it should be discounted. It's the issue of penalties that I have concern.
That will waste the ranker's time.
Please, 1 minute. Let me give you the rule. Excuse me. Let me give you the rule of our discussion again. When somebody is recognized, after the person has finished, that's when another person can say, I want to talk, rather than all of us talking at the same time. If you don't mind, let's do it that way. Dr. Biodun Alao, can you take the floor again?
Yes, sir. I said if we have misleading links,
Yes.
it can be discounted. But the issue of penalty, I'm not sure if that is within our purview.
Okay, thank you. Any other view? I've said, please. No, I've said that. Excuse me. Don't let me keep repeating this. Don't just jump into this discussion. Biodun Alao has finished, and any other person wants to talk, we mention the name, and I will call the name of the person. Don't just jump into this. If not, we're going to have. It's not going to be too smooth for us. So, who is talking next? But Professor Achibong, you have the floor.
I think we should delete number 2. It is a given. Once the book you are looking for is not there, you don't bother.
Delete, approved? Yes, so we delete. Yes, next one. Yes, sir. Who is the person having the comment, making the comment? Dr. Nwankwo, you have the floor.
Okay, Prof, what I'm looking at a scenario whereby you may have 1,000 fake links. And in such a situation, the time of the ranker will be wasted doing nothing but checking fake links and nothing more.
Yeah. You see, that is the hazard of the job, hazard of this job. There is no, okay, let me even ask you a very simple question. What kind of penalty are you looking for? To bring the vice chancellor or the director of ICT and give them some strokes of the cane or what? What penalty are you looking at? Tell us, what penalty?
I suggest that very head, if it is that very head will attract a 0 score.
Yeah, Professor Achibong, yes.
I can only suggest that the ranker can note it and maybe communicate that to you so that maybe when you're writing the BC or such institution, you could make a comment about them giving us fake, but nothing about penalizing should arise.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Comment, sir. Adejumo, sir.
Adejumo, yes.
Yes, sir. Just said, I want us to consider the fact that there will be genuine technological reasons for failure of links. And good case in point was, for instance, what happened to some of the links from Unimed yesterday.
Okay.
I actually went to find out what was happening yesterday, and I realized that there was just a technical error. So
Okay.
it could be genuine technical error, and I think because we should leave allowances for such technical errors, we should not subject them to penalty because they could be sincere.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so I agree with that. If that technical error occurs, it is not our duty to assume that there's a technical error. For us to just not countenance the broken links. So we delete.
Yes.
Thank you.
We delete one.
Yeah,
First thing.
yeah, that's fine. So please go on, Dr. Wanko. I've deleted number 2. Go on to number 3.
Prof, in that case, number 3 should no longer exist because
Okay. Okay, we have deleted number 3. Go ahead.
We suggest that each book to be valid should have an ISB number or something that should qualify it that should qualify it as a book.
Okay. Comments. Comments. We have a university librarian here, Dr. Anunobi. Can you take the floor?
I'm here. Prof, I'm here. Yes. Yes, Prof, for a material to be considered a book, material to have ISBN. But I am wondering whether it will be for people to look, check, because some publishers don't do the ISBN and the FASO page. They may take it to a page at the back. Means that the person has to be critical in checking the material before he confesses.
Okay. So what's your recommendation, ma'am? There's an echo from your end, but there's no problem. We're still hearing you, madam. So what's your recommendation for that item, number 4?
My recommendation is probably this is our first effort.
Yes.
Why don't we play down on the ISBN issue?
So what's the meaning of play down? Delete? I mean, just tell us the raw... Are you afraid of Dr. Wanko? You think Dr. Wanko will... I can see now. Dr. Anunobi is afraid of Dr. Wanko. He can't tell him the truth. Dr. Wanko.
My feeling is that we
Okay, that's fine. That's good. Let's have other views. Tell us your name and they will be recognized. Dr. Wanko, not yet. Dr. Wanko, not yet. You are presented. Let us hear from others. Yes. Dr. Japheth, yes, you have the floor. Dr. Japheth, it is not for you. It's not for you to tell us we are talking too much. We take objection. I take objection to that your comment. I may drop you out of this. You know, with a keystroke, I'll just drop you out of this thing. Don't say we're talking too much. That's the idea of consensus. If you know we're talking too much, you can go away. You can take your leave, and maybe we are obstructing your ears. It's important that we discuss all of this so that our ranking, for instance, Japheth, the last ranking, you are the one who brought us to this point. Everybody was scoring 0. You scored 1 million. You brought us. No, Japheth, you caused this thing. And I are talking, you are saying we are talking too much. Who wants to speak now? Thank you, Japheth. Yes? No, Dr. Wanko, I've told you, in a meeting, you have made your presentation. Let everybody talk, and then you will then respond to everybody. Yes?
sir, can I go?
Speaking, sir.
Yes, Madam Alao, yes.
I think we should insist on the book having ISBN for it to qualify as a book.
Okay. Who else?
Can I have the floor?
Anedu, yes. Azubike Anedu, yes.
The reason why we included that point
Yes.
in that recommendation is because, or rather, after Dr. Nobe has,
Adekule.
there must be a way to identify that this is a book. Otherwise, somebody can just post anything on the book.
Okay.
If we are announcing ISBN, there must be something else that must be put in place to ensure that this is actually a book.
Okay. I'm going to ask you in a minute what else can be put in place to show that it's a book. What else? Because it's all part of that your statement.
I'm just asking a question.
No, it's fine. We'll get back to you, sir. You said if not ISBN, then one thing must be put in place. I want to ask you what other thing should be in place. But don't worry, you answer that question later. Who else is talking?
DK, please.
Yes, Madam DK.
That their number 4 say each book should have an ISBN number or valid reference. So I'm thinking they are saying it should have ISBN number or valid reference.
Yeah, I'm just asking, what is a valid reference? Tell me. I have some books here. Tell me, what's a valid reference? Tell me. Yes. I have the ISBN here. What other valid reference are you telling me? If it hasn't got ISBN. That's what I was asking Anedu, Dr. Anedu. Tell me, what is the meaning? So we don't know what it is. Any other view? Any other view? Professor Ludire, yes, you have the floor.
Yes, sir. I think number 4, we should just retain the ISBN. That is what UNESCO and all organizations use as identification for a book.
Okay. So what I appear to be hearing.
Each book should have an ISBN number.
Yes. Yes. What that means is that every university will now be prompted, if they have a book, to secure the ISBN number for that book. Do you know how much it costs? A token 5,000 naira. Token 5,000 naira for the National Library, which you can get from any of the state capitals. So it's very easy to do. So I agree with the Dr. Nwankwo Anedu group. But what I suggest we should do, as advised by Dr. Anunobi, is that we should let this ISBN thing be a feature of the main ranking exercise. But for this pilot run, we may not insist on ISBN. What do you all think? Agreed or disagree? Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So largely agree. I know some people disagree, no problem. So we take off number 4 for now. We step it down. We step number 4 down for now. But this number 4 will be a feature of the next ranking exercise. So Dr. Wako, present number 5.
We also recommend that such books must be locally generated by members of the university in question and not copied from foreign sources. And considering this fact,
Yes.
How can you do that?
assessment.
Yes, I need comments on that. Okay. What I think is a very good point but it take us 2 million years to be able to do this assessment.
Yes, sir.
Because if I see a book, like the book from UI on HIV/AIDS, that I want to be checking, doing plagiarism check, use Turnitin checker to find out whether it's plagiarized or not. I don't know. I don't think it's, for now, I don't think it's our business. What do you all think?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We should step it down for now.
Okay, step down for now. So go on to number 6. Go on to number 6.
Hello, Prof.
Yes, sir. Number 6.
We suggest that there should be a standard electronic format for books. We know that there are so many formats. There are so many e-book formats, but sometimes you discover that not everyone has such a software on their machine to be able to open stuff. I also know that the portable document format is very common. So we suggest we adopt a common e-book format, since every other format can be easily converted to a PDF.
All right. Excellent. Can we comment on that?
Yes. I'm gonna.
Yes, Dr. Anobi. Yes.
Whether we are going to reinvent a book, assuming that somebody has published and it's online.
Yeah.
In a format. And then we announce that it must be in PDF. Does it mean that the institution will download it, convert it to PDF, to enable us instead of link? So I don't think the important thing is that it is electronic.
Okay.
And if it is not electronic, we cannot access it. Not electronic, we can.
Okay, I need other comments. Thank you, Dr. Anobi. What she's saying is that we should step this down because the book can be in any kind of format. It can be PDF. It can be 1 minute. It can be PDF. It can actually be in JPEG that will run so many pages, which is useless as far as I'm concerned, but it can be in that format. You see, if you look at the formats of some books that are online, you'll find that they are just scanned images, page by page. Have you noticed that? They just be scanned images, page by page. If you go to if you go to the Harvard library and you're looking at some of these classical works, that they cannot now word process in the form that it was originally and then convert to PDF, they are in images. So what this group is saying, which is very nice, is that we should encourage the university system to move in that direction of PDF. But I tell you that in this world of electronic resources, either PDF or Word, so long as the electronic will appear to be acceptable. So my suggestion is for us to keep this one in view. What do you all say? What do others say?
I agree, sir.
Okay, we keep it in view. Wonderful. So, Oyetunji, yes?
Yes, I have an observation about it because if you look at most of the university websites, they've been scanning their books.
Yes.
And what I noticed was there are some that we just scan 5 pages.
Yes.
5 more pages of the book and put it on that book.
Yes.
I think we need to have a stand on this.
Good.
So that when we come and consult, we should be able to maybe qualify, have a stand on this.
Yeah. So what stand do you recommend? Dr. Oyetunji? No. Dr. Oyetunji, what stand will you recommend for us?
Well, I want us to disqualify such book. Once you cannot have
What do others think?
Agree, sir. I agree.
Okay. Let me tell you a little story. I'll be brief. It's a very long story, but I'll be brief. When I was setting up the National Digital Library in the National Universities Commission, I just found that all the electronic resources that we're having were resources from all over the world. And I knew myself that quite a lot of work has been going on, was going on, and will keep going on. Will keep going on in the Nigerian university system regarding having books, journals, and other materials. So what we did was to invite all the vice chancellors, and I asked them to bring all the books that any university academic in their university will want to, digitize and make available as a resource, and all the journals that were being held by their departments and faculties and at university level. You know what we had? Tons and tons and tons of these materials. Dr. Itunji, I then set up an office. If you go to NUC now, you will see the National Digital Library place, and it's named after me, Peter Okebukola building. So what we did, was to say, I set up an office and I asked them to be digitizing, because I asked VCs, go and bring the electronic copies of this material so that we just convert. We couldn't get. So we bought scanners, multi-page scanners. We're just doing like this and scanning. So that's what we had. So my suggestion for now is that since we are just starting, if we're able to get at least 10 pages, it's not easy to scan. It's not easy. It is very easy for your Microsoft Word, just one drop, save as, and just select PDF, and it's PDF already. But for this other one, you'll be turning it in page by page. I think for this first one, if we have like 10 pages of the book, I think we should, scanned as pages, we should be able to accept.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
No, I like views from others. I'm just being practical about this thing. In Oyetuji, you are from Mountaintop. If your people come and say, now I'm coming. Some people say, okay, I have this book. I want you to, professor, go and bring the Microsoft copy. And it tells you, oh, no, I don't have it. It's even done in PageMaker of 1 million years ago. Or it's done in this thing. Say, okay, bring it. And they begin to scan. For the purpose of this exercise, we can tell them that for now, like warning bell, we will take 10 pages if it is images. But if it is PDF, that has to be the full thing. But for next time, you see, we're going to have two sets of rules. So this rule, all the things we are taking off from Dr. Wankwo will come up during the main study. But for this pilot run, we can just manage, just tell them, just to let them be aware and prepare for the real rigorous exercise. Ms. Alao, you have the floor.
I think you have addressed my concern, sir.
Which is what?
Well, initially I was concerned about having just a few pages because then the usefulness to the end users will be limited.
Sure.
But since you said it's just for this period,
yes,
and subsequently we will have the full document, because the idea is that the user must be able to get what he wants from that book going by the content.
That's correct. So how many pages will you recommend? I think 10 pages is fine.
Temporary thing.
Yeah, temporary thing. How many pages will you recommend? 10 pages is fine. It's fine. So, then let me tell you what happened. After we had digitized all the journals, some books, and I set it up. I did it myself. I had the electronic resources from everywhere else. I then had Nigerian collections. Did you know that 4 months after that, I got 2 professors from the College of Medicine, University of Ibadan, come to my office and say, Mr. Executive Secretary, we thank you very much. I said, for what, sirs? They said, look, they didn't know some people from University of California, Berkeley, from anybody. They just wrote to them and got them into a $50 million grant for some research. And they said they found them on the NUC website, that they were just, Googling everywhere, and they just found, oh, these Nigerian people are doing some work in this area of tropical medicine, and that's how they got there. So the overall idea is for us to show visibility of our resources. For now, we'll go on gear 1 of a 5-gear process. So that's what I'm thinking. So let's move on to number 7.
Sorry, can I ask? No, sir.
Who wants to ask? What's the name? Idris, yes, sir. Please ask the question. Idris, how do you? Yes.
About the scanning, I think it should be first 10 pages. Otherwise, if you have randomly pages that
okay.
So it should be first 10 pages.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. No, I agree with that. You see, if for instance you have a 200-page book and the person does number 1, number 28, number this thing becomes. But if he does the first 10 pages, it's just like having a teaser where you do the abstract and then you say, okay, read more. And it gives you the first 10 pages and all of that. I think we should put it like that. So, Dr. Nwankwo, please make a note of these recommendations because you are going to submit, and the others, you are going to submit the revised version of our decisions on your group work. Thank you. Dr. Anunobi, what were you saying? You didn't like it? Okay, back to number 7. Yes, Dr. Nwankwo, please give us number 7.
Prof, please, can I make a little comment before proceeding to number 7?
Yes, sir.
Prof, sometimes we do shy away from reality. I do a lot of e-books production.
Yes.
And I've seen situations where you have so much formats, and before you know it, there are no software to even access it.
Yeah.
Unless you acquire the special software that could open it. So in a situation where such, here we are shouting, many of us are saying that it doesn't matter all formats, but some of us may not even be able to access those books during assessment. During the ranking process. Of what benefit will it be? Assuming on my university site,
yes.
I use VDU format, for instance. When I know that it is hard for any available whatever to open it, and I know that the browser cannot open it, and the conventional readers cannot open it.
Yes. So
that is my point.
No, we know your point. So what are you then saying?
So that's why what we did was just a suggestion, so that it will be very easy, because I know that it is very easy to scan materials into PDF. It's very easy to convert any other format to PDF.
Yes.
It's very, very easy.
Yes.
And very accessible via the browser.
Yes. Let me tell you, it's not the browser that is doing it. The browser is just to get onto the net. It's the software. The browser will ask you, which software do you need to open it? Don't see, what the browser does is to browse the data. When it encounters a file, it checks your system to find out whether you have a software to open it. If it sees multiple software or apps, you then tell it which one do you want to use. So I tell you something, sir. What we are saying here is that when a university now scans a book, it can scan it as a GIF file, as an image file. And I will have mentioned it, that even if you go online, you go to Harvard Virtual Library, and you find some of these books are in image files that will run the entire book. So what we are saying is that for now, Dr. Nwankwo and Dr. Anedu, let us keep with your being able to open the file of the book in either in either PDF or Word or whatever it opens with. And but I tell you something, if it is saved as a CorelDRAW file, surely it will be too heavy even for the university to put it on. put it on their site. So I think we just leave it for now. We take your point, but we take your point, put it on our left hand so that we don't eat with it. That's a Yoruba saying. And then for next time, we'll when we have the main study, we'll use it. So we recognize your point. Can we move on, please? Is it okay we move on?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let's take on number 7. Dr. Wako, present number 7.
Yes, sir. Number 7 is in the future.
Okay.
And we recommend that every university being ranked, just like the usual NUC accreditation.
Okay.
This is also an evaluative process.
Okay.
So we recommend that every university that submits itself for ranking to send its staff roll to
Yes.
NUC or whatever authority
Okay.
that can authenticate those staff prior to ranking, so as to prevent what we call the dynamic group factor.
Okay. That's very good. Can I take comments? I'm going to call the people. I'm going to call the people now that I want comments from. Anna Yongwaka, what are your comments?
I wanted to explain that, Prof.
No, it's explanatory. Don't worry, sir. It's explanatory. It's clear, very clear. And I agree with you. It's clear. So, Dr. Ngwaka, what do you say? Oladipo Olaleye, what do you say? Is Oladipo Olaleye online? I saw your former Vice Chancellor today, Professor Isaac Banya, and I told him you are one of our star rankers. So, you want to talk? Mrs. Oguntunde, what do you say?
Yes, sir. For the number 7, as it's rightly said, that for future, not for this pilot.
Okay, that's good. Madam DK. I'm sorry, ma'am. I can't hear you. Okay, we can't hear Madam DK. Madam Adejumo.
I just have a bit of a concern with this. It sounds very good, but where I think we'll have a bit of an issue would be in respect of maybe staff that leave a particular university and go to another university. And while the person was in the particular university had already submitted publications for the OER, and by the time they are doing the ranking, I'm no longer in the university, for instance. So I think we may have a bit of issue if we go down that. I just want us to think about that.
Okay, Dr. Adefokun.
Thank you. Since it's futuristic, the way the doctor said it, I think we should put it in the left hand exactly the way you suggested, sir.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, sir.
Oyetunji, yes.
Yes, sir. Well, it's also an observation for future purpose.
Okay.
That the universities will not make use of the resources of adjunct lecturers.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Why is Dr. Nubis?
Some are using it already.
Okay.
But since we don't have the list of members of staff.
That's what Dr. Wako means. You know, we don't have the list. You see, you come to University A and you see the full load of their OER from another university on their site. And then maybe you're not the one that is assigned to rank University B. And you see the same person there. You may see the same person again on C. That's what it means. And it's very valid concern.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very valid concern. But as Dr. Nwankwo and Dr. Aniedu have said, it is a matter for the future, so we make a note of it. Is that okay?
Can I suggest one thing, sir?
Okay, sir.
Idris, yes. Idris Audu.
Can it be the 9th collection, 9th parameter for
Okay, that's it. The 9th cluster. How are we going to frame it? How are we going to frame it?
list of academic staff in the
university, something like that.
No, that may not be useful for us for OER ranking, because OER will just be the resources, not the human resources.
That's the other.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. So let us appreciate Dr. Nwankwo Wilson and Dr. Azubike Anedu for a job very well done. So they are going to send us the revised version. Let's go to Group C now. Group C, where are you? What's your this timestamp?
That's 7:38, sir.
7:38, 7:38. Yeah, 7:38. I can't say anything. 7:38. Oh.
It's 7:38, sir.
Me, I can't see 7:38. Oh yeah, I can see 7:38. Yes, yeah, I can say it. I can say it. Yeah. Okay. So 7:38. That's Group C.
See, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You have the floor.
Thank you, sir. This is Dr. Adepoku from
Yes.
Stanford University.
Very good.
Yes, sir. We met and we concluded on the following. The first, the lecture notes must at least be a Word document. It
Yes.
can also be a PowerPoint. And
Yes.
it can be a PDF, sir.
Okay.
That's our first point.
Now, number one, what do you say? Approved?
That's it.
Yes.
Dr. Nwankwo,
Dr. Nwankwo, yes.
sir, I have a reservation in this case.
Okay.
Election notes. Election notes can also be in other formats, not only these three formats.
What other formats do we want?
Hello, Prof.
Yes, we are here, sir. What other formats? Lecture note. What other formats?
Election notes could be made available as a CHM.
I don't think anybody will do that. Your own lecture note. Wait. Your own lecture note, Dr. Nwankwo. When you are submitting it to the man or woman who is doing the OER for the university, aren't you going to bring lecture note as a Word format? It's actually a Word. No, let's just be practical about this. Tell me, I mean, if you, I have my lecture note, maybe advanced statistics 801, excuse me, and I want to take it to the website, the webmaster who is going to digitize it. It has to be in Word. I know that it will be 98% a Word document. Will anybody want to controvert that? Oyetunji? Yeah, tell me, in Mountain Top University, lecture note, Oga, bring your lecture note. The man will bring lecture note either as a note. I'm looking for some note here. As some note, as sorry, this is a story, and it's not a joke. We were in 1978. We were training university teachers all over Africa on a guide to teaching and learning higher education. So we got to Kenya, University of Nairobi. It was a UNESCO project. And the UNESCO director and I were setting up because we were coordinating. And one professor of history came to us and he said, Professor Okebukola, can we, that he wants to send some document as email attachment to somebody in the University of London. We said, no problem. But Professor, do you have an email address? He said, no, he hasn't got. Okay, do you know the email address of the person that you want to send to? He said, okay, he will check. So he then came back and wrote the email address. Okay, fine. Go and bring the material that you want to send as email attachment. So we thought that it will bring us, that time we're using the big 5¼ floppy drive, floppy disk, that will bring the thing in the floppy disk. So the man came, and this is not a story. He came with books as big as this kind of books. And you know what he said? These are the things he wanted to attach the thing to this thing. That's the truth. he thought that they would take a rope and just take a rope and tie it into the computer. So the lecturer may bring, no, true story. The lecturer may bring the hard copy of the notebook and then tell the lecturer, no, please, go to a business center and let them type it for you. And it's going to be in Word. So I don't think that's a big issue in regarding the format. Do you want to also put example?
I want to make a comment.
Yes, ma'am, Dr. Anobi.
Prof, why should we insist on a particular format?
Okay.
For lectures?
No problem. So what do you want us to put?
Whatever they want, let them put it, provided we can open it.
Okay, so what modification are we looking at for that one? For guideline number 1. Should we delete it?
Can I suggest, sir?
Yes, sir. Who is speaking?
Dr. Adefokun. Dr. Adefokun.
Dr. Adefokun, yes. Adefokun, yes.
Yes, sir. If we read, I said a lecture note can be a Word document, PowerPoint, and PDF. It doesn't mean that it has to be these 3.
That's
what
correct.
I mean by that, because I was going through one of our links and I saw PowerPoint all over the place. That was why I said that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that others cannot, even an audio book can be added, for as long as it is a book.
Okay, well, what do I say? No, we're looking at lecture notes now, not books, lecture notes.
Yeah, I know, sir. I understand, sir.
Yeah.
I understand completely, sir.
Okay, so what do we do? Do we say lecture note can be in such formats as?
Exactly. Thank you so much, sir. That's the word I was using.
Okay, that's fine. So let's just do that. I'm modifying it from here. Okay, number 2. What do we say? All lecture notes should include content that is more than just a list of the course outline, so topic. Approved?
Approved.
Okay. Number 3, broken link, of course, will not count. Number 3, approved? Wonderful. Thank you so much. Let's applaud the group, Adefokun group. Let's go on to the next one, Group C. What's your timestamp, Group C? There's a little girl who has joined us there. Yes, which group? Group what now? Group C? Sorry, Group D?
We just finished Group C.
Group D. Yes, ma'am. Group D. What's the timestamp?
Group D, 7:11 p.m., sir.
7:11 p.m. Going back now, yeah. So have we all located that? 7:11. I have. Yes. Please,
Yes, sir. Can I go ahead, sir?
I think you should go ahead if we all have found it. That's Group D, yes?
Okay, sir. Group D, that's for guidelines for journal articles.
Yes, ma'am.
The first point here, we agree that there shouldn't be broken links.
Approved?
Approved.
So we delete case study. Let's take off all the case studies that you have in there. Number 2?
Yes, sir.
Number 2?
Number 2, there must be an active link to full text such that it opens to full text directly. We have options. Then I'm deleting the case study as directed. We only have the case studies, some of them to explain the points we are trying to bring out.
No problem, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. Then we said, or should be a link that opens to a page directly to the full text without any input details from the user.
Okay. Can we do it this way? There must be, number 2 will read, there must be an active link to the full text such that it opens to full text directly without any input details from the user. Just one line. Just one line. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, just one line. Do you agree with that, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's fine. So number 2 is good. Approve number 2 as modified. Number 3.
Approved, sir.
Thank you. Number 3.
Yes, sir. Number 3, no journal article will be counted if it opens to only abstracts without the opportunity to access the full text.
Approved.
Yes.
Approved.
I've just added article to number 3 to say no journal article because you had no journal before.
I didn't put it, sir. Yes,
No
sir.
problem. I've indicated here too. Number 4.
Number 4, no journal article will be counted if any form of user details is being required before accessing the full text.
That's repetitive of number 2, is it not?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So we
Yes,
delete
sir.
it. We delete number 4.
Deleted.
Yes, number 5.
No journal, I'm adding article now. No journal article will be counted if after clicking on the link, it redirects to the home page or any other page not related to the journal article full text.
Approved. I think that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Let's appreciate that group. Group D, well done. Group D, very well done. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So let's go on to Group E. What's your timestamp?
8:11.
Pardon, ma'am? 8:11. Okay. 8:11. So you sent it in after the meeting has started. Why not?
We had difficulty.
No problem, ma'am.
communicating
Just no
because
problem.
I was on the road, sir.
Okay, I was also on the road. Yeah. 8:11. Can I find anything 8:11? I can't see anything 8:11. Can we? Yeah, I think I have something 8:09. 8:09. 8:09. 8:09. That's from Kessie DK. 8:09. Madam DK, what's Kessie? Is it Kessie? Is Kessie? What's the full name? This Kessie thing. What is it? Oh, KC. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So please present, ma'am. Please present. Please present.
Is it me or Alao?
Any of you now. Any one of you too. Please quickly. We have spent.
Okay. Let me present for Group E. We focus on our guideline for assessing full non-copyrighted video of lectures.
Yes, ma'am.
So the first point, we recommend that videos of OER resources found under this repository, whether classroom lecture, inaugural, public, is valid for assessment.
Okay, comments approved. Thank you. So what is being said? Just a minute. What is being said here is that your name is DK. Yes. Go and write small because what is being said here is that if you had an inaugural lecture that has been recorded by the University Multimedia Center or whatever it is called, that is also valid. I think that is correct. That's what they're saying. Because it's a lecture. All right. Thank you. Yeah, please go on, madam.
Number 2 point, we also support the view that all video OER lecture resource links found under this repository should be active and not a broken link.
Approved?
Approved.
Thank you. Thank you, sir and ma. Yes, the next one.
The next one, we recommend that all video-based lecture resource links should be published in the university lecture video repository. Any video resource found under this repository shall not be counted as a valid entry.
Outside.
So maybe they might decide to put it under others, but it's not under the...
Yeah, I disagree with that one. Let me tell you why. You see, the video is usually very, very large, the video file. It will run into, in some cases, 2 gigabytes of space. And if you look at the MIT Open Dictionary Resources, when I visited them, all their videos are on YouTube, outside the MIT site.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so you cannot, you see, all my videos that I have on the computer engineering, advanced statistics, they're all on YouTube. If I put them on LASO site, the thing will have crashed 1 million years ago. So usually you put this on another host that can support such heavy files. So
No, sir, that was not what we were. That was not the point we were trying to make. No, of course you can put it on another host because of how large it is. We're talking about like another repository. Like instead of putting it under the university lecture video repo, you will find it under others. For example, you find it under conference paper. That was what we're trying to say.
I don't understand. You can't find the video on that conference paper now. How can you find video?
What if there was a case where you
Like the University of Ibadan.
Yes.
You find video and you find under conference paper you see a video.
Yes.
No, you can't count that. That's conference paper. It's an error of posting from that university.
That was the point we were trying to make here.
Oh, that point is not coming out clearly. I'm sure to others too. It's not coming out clearly. See, what we are saying is that you get to books. Just a minute, sir. You get to books. You click on it, and you begin to see videos there. Then you don't count it. Books are books.
Yes,
You go to journal conference presentations. You now look at the conference presentations, and you are seeing books in conference presentations. You are seeing theses in conference presentation. They are misclassified, so you don't count them. You then go to journal articles, and you are seeing videos of lectures there. Then you don't count them. That's what we are saying, and that's a major decision we have to take. That anything that is misclassified, then you don't count.
Okay, yeah, that was the point we were trying to make there, sir.
So how do we then ensure that that point comes out clearly? Because what you are saying here, that the video, any video resource that found outside this repository shall not be counted as a valid entry. We need some more. Can somebody modify that for us? Professor Achibong, yes.
Sir, I would rather we leave it as a general rule, like you have stated.
Exactly.
That is misclassified.
Exactly. That's it. So we'll ask Professor Ijeoma Achibong to give us a rendition of that general statement by the time we are now compiling all the adjusted reports. Is that okay, ma'am? Professor Achibong?
Yes.
Thank you. So let's go on to number 4.
Okay, the next one says all video-based OER resource links, when clicked on, should have content in them. The content of the video should reflect the title or the topic on the said link. Any link where the video does not suggest what is being played should not be counted as a valid entry.
No, go ahead.
Any URL video link said to be active, but when click does not play, should also not be counted as a valid entry.
Approved? Approved. Okay, the last one. Yes, sir. Dr. Etunji.
So far video is not open doesn't mean that the video cannot be open. You may not have a software that opens the video on your machine.
That's another matter entirely.
How do you evaluate it?
Then how do you evaluate it?
You may not have the software that opens the video on your machine. So far it doesn't open on your machine does not mean it cannot open on another machine.
Yeah.
Look at the problem I've been having. I've not been able to download the agenda, and everybody's downloading it.
You know, the wicked, look, Dr. Oyetunji. You know, in this world, wicked people are all over the place. The wicked people are tormenting you there. They are holding. They know you are the secretary and you write good minutes. So the wicked people are holding, not letting you see the agenda. But talking seriously, sometimes the codex, sometimes when you want to open a video file, it may be looking for an iOS, and it will be asking you whether you can download some other software for this. So that can happen. Yeah, but what I think is being said here is that if you cannot open it, then there's no way you can access the thing. And we are going to have minimum of 2 people, accessing the university, and then there are 5 people waiting out there outside from Commonwealth of Learning and from other institutions that will be moderating all that we will be doing. So don't worry. I think I like this bit when you open, it doesn't open. It's becoming what, man? All right. So approved. Approved. Yes, since we can't open, nothing can happen. Look, fair. Let's take the next one. That's group. We're almost there. Group. I thought we were finished.
Eligible video. Yeah, the last one is eligible video should not be less than 10 minutes in duration.
Okay, let's discuss that. That's something that we need to agree on or disagree or agree with. So what do you people say? That is, if the video is just about 9 minutes, then it doesn't count. That's what they are saying. Professor Chibon, yes?
Please, sir, depending on the content of the video.
Sure.
Like we mass comm department, they can do an advert or passing information in a minute. And it's a video.
But that's different. No, that's different too. No, that's not an OER. That's not an OER. It's not an educational resource that somebody want to come to and learn from. So, but I think that we may not put that time limit, because if you Google videos, educational videos, you find some 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 8 minutes. You find some 3 hours. Yeah. So maybe. Yes, Dr. Alao.
Rob, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dr.
The
Alao.
reason why we put this there is because we found some cases where a single video is broken into smaller bits just to make it count.
Okay. Okay.
We have 3 minutes video. It's the same video, but you then have a part A, part B, part C, part, and it goes on like that.
Nigerians. Okay.
That's not the reason why they have to do it.
Mrs. Oguntunde, yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, I don't know, but what I think at times is that they try to break it down so that it will be easier for them to upload.
Sure.
We know that videos are very heavy.
Yes.
So I guess because I have cases like that, even long before we start talking about OER.
Yeah. Did you know something that if you upload on any of these sites, for instance, I give you one immediate example. 2 weeks ago, I did a webinar for Association of African Universities, and we had participants from all over Africa. I think lasted for 3 hours, and I recorded the thing. It came to about 1.2 gigabytes. 1.2 gigabytes. And we uploaded it, and it took maybe about 1.5 hours to upload. And the good thing about YouTube is that as soon as it starts uploading, even if it's going to run for 8 hours, if your internet goes off, it will just suspend. When you come again, it will, so it's no longer a challenge. It used to be a challenge in the past, but now the mechanism for uploading videos has improved significantly, not for it to be a challenge. So, yeah, maybe we'll take it. Let's take the 10 minutes for the purpose of this, our pilot run. Is that okay? But let me tell you the danger. Let me tell you the danger. The danger is that if you are now accessing, listen, if you are now accessing 100 videos, you have to wait until the thing finishes 10 minutes.
Yes. Now let's delete it.
Although when you start playing it, listen, when you start playing it, I'll tell you something. When you start playing that video, the video will tell you its length from the start.
Yes, sir.
But you see, no, I tell you something. It's possible that half of that length is just blank, nothing. It's possible.
There's no content.
There's no content. That's it. Yeah.
No content.
So if you don't mind, maybe we'll just take it off.
So what? Yes, sir.
For now. Maybe we'll take it off for now. Is that universally agreed?
Yes, sir.
God bless you. Let's go to the next one, which that's Group F. We're almost there. Group F, what's your timestamp? Group F is not ready. Do you have a Group G?
Group G, sir.
Yes.
It's Idialo and Abubakar.
Group G, Idialo and Abubakar Shehu, yes.
1955.
God bless you. 7:55. Yeah, we can hear your name, but go and sleep. It's time for children to go and sleep.
You need to give us permission to put them to bed.
They should go to bed by themselves. Did you say 7:55? Sorry, sir. Did you? 7:55.
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's it. F. That's Professor Ijoma. Yes, we got it. Yeah, so we got it now. So present number 1.
I don't have that.
Is there, sir? You can see this timestamp. Number 1, yes, go ahead.
Number 1, we said broken links are not acceptable.
Approved. Number 2.
Number 2, we say all project reports, theses and dissertations must be full text. That is, it must start from relevant cover page to reference.
Approved.
Approved.
Number 3.
For now, we disregard the copyright status for this current exercise.
Approved.
That's all.
Approved.
Yeah, a round of applause for the group. Straight to the point. Yeah, we take the last one.
You didn't clap for us.
We did. Okay, let's clap in arrears for. Let's clap in arrears for that group. DK and Allow. Wonderful. Well done. Well done. Yeah. So let's take the last group. Yes. What's your timestamp? That's Dr. Anunobi.
Yes, sir.
What's your timestamp? 7:43.
7:43.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We have seen 7:43, and we have it. I have it loading now. Go ahead, ma'am.
Okay, sir. I try to list the components of other resources by
Yes.
my own understanding. I say inaugural lectures, public lectures,
Yes.
addresses, question papers, program outline, newsletters, advertisements, flyers from ephemeral materials. Other resources we may not find their place in A to G group of OER.
Okay. Let's take those one by one. Inaugural lectures and public lectures will go under lectures. I think.
Yes.
We'll go under lecture notes. No, I'm just asking. Let's agree on how we will take that, because I recall that I think it was a bad example of one other that we took inaugural lectures as part of lectures. So what do? Do we take inaugural lectures as others?
Lectures.
Okay, that's fine. So we delete those two.
It's a lecture.
Yeah. So addresses What do we do with addresses? Like keynote address, like address of vice chancellor, all of those.
Addresses.
Convocation speeches.
Convocation speeches.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, addresses, convocation speeches. Let's just add that convocation speeches. Yes? That's fine. Question papers.
Yes, sir.
Yes, program outline. What's the meaning of program outline? Dr. Anunobi, what's the meaning of program outline?
Course outlines.
Course outline. Course outline. Do we want to take course outline, which is like a page or two? I think, yeah, other lecture notes could be. I don't know. No, what do we all agree to have? Do we all want to have a course outline, or take that off? Quick, please. We're taking it off. What about newsletters? We'll take newsletters. Okay, advertisements. So will advertisements be OER, advertising for contracts for building of the photo laboratory or whatever? Should we take? Please, ma'am.
Adverts are very important documents. If you are looking at maybe skills, competencies, you want to do analysis of certain qualities. Often, like in overseas, they normally use it to extract qualities required from so time to changes in competencies that are required for a particular work. This is a very important term.
Oh, no. We know it's very, very important. But you see, it is not too clear as it is. When you say advertisement, I've just given you an example. A university advertises in the Punch or the Sun newspapers a photo that they want contractors for building their laboratory. That's an advertisement. You're advertising, you're advertising for post-UTME. That's an advertisement. So if we don't qualify advertisement, then we'll have a potpourri of materials that are not OER.
Okay.
My view is that for now we take it off.
Okay.
No. Let's have other views. Let's take it off. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Yeah. What about flyers and ephemeral materials? I don't know what that means.
Flyers?
Yes.
Flyers.
Yeah, like aeroplane. Yeah, they are part of advertisements that we have taken off.
Family with advertisement.
Can we take number 4 off? Can we take number 4 off? Yes. No, the old number 5 will be amenable to different types of interpretation. Maybe we'll take it off also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you. So we have 3 now: addresses, convocation speeches, and then question papers, newsletters. So let's look at the guidelines.
Suggestions, please.
Suggestion. Who is speaking?
Suggestion.
Yes, Professor.
Staff regulation, student, are they considered?
Yeah, let's discuss that. Educational resources. I think they are. If and they're very important for sharing. The student handbook, the conditions of service, university law.
Are they not classified?
No. Classified. No. Classified. They are available. They're not classified as anything. University law is university law. It's not copyrighted. It's nothing. So, I think university law, the handbook, for students, the what is it now? Conditions of service, just as Professor Diallo pointed out. I think this will qualify.
Okay.
Yeah, so you need to list them in the revised version. Thank you. So let's go on to the suggestions.
Okay.
Oyetunji, yes?
Yeah, what of library materials? Like e-books?
We have dealt with e-books under books now.
No, I'm talking about the library material.
Like what now? Like what? No, just a minute. Let's deal with Dr. Oyetunji's concern. E-books are library materials, and we've already counted them under books. That's A.
Under books.
Yeah, thank you. Professor, what about what, sir?
Library journals, they normally gather like the books they put in the library. What of if they have some copies, so they should come under books?
Yes, they can come under books. They'll come under books or under journals or under appropriate classification that we have there. Thank you.
But the authors are not the lecturers in the university.
It's university. We're not counting lecturers now. We're not counting lecturers. We're counting the resource. We're counting the book itself or the journal itself. Yeah. Professor Chibong.
I wanted to ask if we could add something like university strategic plan. If they put it under others, can we?
Oh, yes. University strategic plan, yes.
Can we also add a documentary on the university?
Yes. Documentary on the university, yes. Those are OER, they're educational. Yeah. So the list is getting long for Dr. Anunobi. Please enlarge the list. Yes, thank you. So go on to the recommendations.
Dr. Wankwo, sir.
Yeah, Dr. Wankwo, yes. Sorry, ma'am. Let's get back to Dr. Wankwo. Yes, sir.
Can we add a compendium of abstracts?
Yes. Yes. Compendium of abstracts, yes. Under others, yes. Compendium of abstracts. Let's assume that the faculty or department has just completed whatever. And if it's not listed as a book, it can be listed as others.
Okay.
Thank you.
Can't we take that?
That's what I'm saying. If it's not appearing as a book, if it's not listed as a book for us to count, and it's listed under others, we can take that there. But not for both. Thank you. Yeah, so Dr. Anunobi, you have the floor again.
So in addition to the already established guidelines by members, which border primary on scores to be assigned, laying down on copyright issues, as well as ensuring that the resources are full text, I hereby make the following suggestions.
Okay.
The resources we have indication that they emanated from the university in question. It must have indication that it emanated from the university in question.
Yes. No, that is true. Let's take you know, we talk about convocation speech. Supposing the university now puts the convocation speech of Samuel Adegboyega University, where Professor Diallo is, and put it in Professor Ludire's place in Jabu. That's what it means. But I think that will be far between. It won't be. But it's something we should watch out for.
It is owned or can be traced to the staff of the university, student of the university, other stakeholders of the university like pro-chancellor, students, and collaborators in one way or the other.
Okay, approved.
So the resources must be
approved.
Dr. Wankwo, sir.
Dr. Wankwo, you have the floor.
Prof.
Yes, sir.
How is it possible? I think we have raised this kind of issue today. And we concluded that the
be a matter of the future.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
How
so
to trace all this?
okay, Dr. Wankwo, you are right. So we make a note of this for the future, because since we don't have the staff, we don't have the staff list, we don't have the student list. There's no way for us to know them. So, Dr. Wankwo, you are right. We'll make this as the future. Go on, madam.
I think that should be that. Okay, it's also pertinent that we look into the scoring pattern
Yes, ma'am.
for other resources, because we may adopt that of the conference that is over 130, because there are so many. They come in many shades and colors, and they are ubiquitous.
Okay, let me go back to what we had before. That's paper 3. We had it as others. Let's see. We had it as okay. We had less than 50, very small. Okay, approved. Do we approve of this proposal?
Approve.
Yeah, I think it's nice. Let's approve it. And I'm just going to make that adjustment. I'm going to make it immediately. That is, we take what we have for G and put it here. It will be too small for, this one. Yeah, I already made that adjustment since we already approved it. So thank you very much, Dr. Chinwe Anunobi. Thank you. Yeah, that brings us to the end, except this group that we cannot see. Pardon, sir?
I had a write-up based on the nomination yesterday before I went out.
Okay.
Can I present that material to still be useful, not under G?
Okay, what's the timestamp on it?
7:56.
No problem, sir. 7:56. Yes, 7:56. Yeah, category. Oh, let's see.
7:57.
7:57. Yeah, 7:57. Yes. Thank you. So let's have Professor Idealo take the floor. Professor Idealo, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you, sir. This was written originally for D. I think some of the points will be useful, general points.
Okay.
Just everyone, click on the journal section on the university's OERO site. Click on all. If there's one Step 3, count the number of entries on those.
Okay, can I sorry, sir, just 1 minute, Professor Idealo. I've just scanned through this and I see it's very, very nice. It's very good guide for the ranker or for the assessor. Very good guide. It's a step-by-step thing. But it will appear to me that we all have idiosyncratic ways of doing this. That is our special way of going through this, and we can now recommend what Professor Idealo Jeremiah is proposing to us, for our guidance, rather than for us to go through, the thing step by step. I would like to recommend that you consider it for your guidance. What do you all say? Dr. Jaffet, what do you say?
This is hard work, sir. It's a smart way of doing it.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Now, I need to hear Oladipo Olaleye talk because we can't hear you talk at all. And I met with the Vice Chancellor today and I told her, former Vice Chancellor, that, you are doing very well. So, prove me right. Yeah, we can't hear. It's not moving. Yeah. Dr. DK has gone to take her daughter to sleep. So it means that we must... Oh, she's back. She's back. Yeah. Dr. DK, how are you?
I'm back, sir.
I said that you have taken your daughter, you've let her to go and sleep for for today to wake up early for school tomorrow. Yeah. So I think we missed a group. Which group has not submitted now? Okay, okay, that's what. Okay, this is the group D1. Okay. What I think though is, let me see. What do you do? What do you do with the Professor Diallo's report? Because I suggested that we just make a note of it for our operation. Yes. Professor Ludire, yes.
I think this guide is just for, it might be used for personal guidance.
That's what I just said.
Because this is more of a hard work.
Yeah.
Hard work, there are smarter ways of doing this.
Yeah.
So you can't necessarily go through this recording Excel sheet and summing them up.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
But we use it as guide individually.
That's what I said. That's what I said, sir. Because the word idiosyncrasy means your own special way of doing things. That's why I said this proposal is idiosyncratic. That is the way Professor Diallo wants to do it, different from what Professor Ludire, Madam Abiodun Alao, or Kesi Dike want to do it. But I've just suggested that we look at it and use it as guide. Take whatever elements that you find useful. Approved?
Approved.
Wonderful, thank you. So we have largely taken a look at all the groups, and I would like to take you back as we end to our agenda for today. Let's see, what paper is that? Agenda. It's paper 12. So we have taken the groups. No, now listen, everybody. Rather than take on this assignment, I think we'll all need, all the groups will now need to resubmit their revised versions. And then perhaps tomorrow evening, and I like your approval of this. Tomorrow evening, tomorrow is a Friday. Tomorrow evening is our next, that I'm proposing to be our next meeting time. I don't think we should meet tomorrow morning. Tomorrow evening, we'll meet, and then when we approve the revised versions, we can now take on the assignment, which is the University of Medical Sciences that we step down to consider. And then we can have a final meeting after that. What do you think? Okay, that's fine. So I will try to get the video. I will try. No problem, man. Who is speaking? Professor Achibong, yes. Professor Achibong.
I wanted to say, if we could submit also that the secretary puts it together, and then we can have the comprehensive document.
Wonderful. Brilliant. You know, Professor Ijoma is a professor of educational management. She knows how to manage all these things. You can see her smile. Can't you see her smile? See her smiling. See her smiling there. All right. Let me even look at all of you. I'll tell you how you're doing. Professor Dr. Alunobi is smiling very well. Dr. Defokun is just a small smile. Let me see the most serious person. Dr. Wilson Wankwo is very serious. Because this is serious business. So it's very serious. And Professor Jeremiah Idialo is a mild face. Madam Kesi Dike has a smile too, with a nice, ultraviolet screening goggle with her. And Madam Abiodun Alao is business-like with a mild smile. Oguntunde Bola has a good smile with a nice flowery background there. Moses Otunji is on mountain top, and when you're on mountain top, you got to be very smart and with a nice tie. Azubike Anedu has a mild smile on his face, and Anayo Ngwaka is relaxed, and quite happy. Bonake Japheth is wearing is in London at the moment as I speak because he's wearing a jacket that is combating minus 20 degrees Celsius. Professor Adekunle Eludire, has a very nice smile. He looks like a future vice chancellor. Professor Eludire, invite us to the washing when you become vice chancellor of Joseph Babala University or anywhere else. And you notice that I've changed my screenshot with an academic gown because this is serious business. This is an academic business, so I changed that one. Okay, people. So we will all send our revised versions. We can do that tonight or tomorrow morning because it's just a mild thing, and we send it on the chat window that our secretary will harvest by tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock and send to all of us. Let me look at the time. It's about 10. Okay. Yeah. So, secretary, you harvest all these things by 8 a.m. and just give us a total thing. I will put a video online maybe before 9 a.m. tomorrow. And what else? We'll then meet, God willing, at 8 p.m. How is that? Motion for adjournment. If there's no other business, any other business.
You have not visited the attendance.
Oh, I've taken attendance. Okay, I've taken attendance. I'm going to. Oh yeah, let me just do that quickly. Let me just do that now. Let me just do that now. Because it's very, very important. Because that's what we are going to use as evidence when somebody tells us that we have dropped him or her from the ranking group and say, well, come class. So this is November. Just a minute, sir. November 2, 2017 evening. Pardon? Pardon? I'm listening, sir. I'm listening. Attendance is coming right now. Attendance is coming right now. We cannot all agree 100%. So whatever is good for the majority, we'll take. It's also not convenient for me. But do this thing and get it over with. We just must. And that meeting is going to be short because we're just looking at the whole thing. That meeting is good. This one is long because of our having to do a very important task of getting common understanding of the assessments. So, is it 8 p.m. tomorrow, or 7 p.m. tomorrow, or 6 p.m. tomorrow, or 8 a.m. on Monday?
8 p.m. tomorrow.
8 p.m. tomorrow, sir.
Thank you. I think that's fine. So, 8 p.m. tomorrow. God bless you all. Motion for adjournment. Ijoma Achibon, professor, is moving. Who is seconding? Bola Dale Oguntunde. Do you all know the meaning of Bola Dale? Because Dale now, the night is, the Ola will start coming in at this time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the meaning of Bola Dale is that wealth should follow us till the end of life. So,
yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you a wealthy person, madam? Are you a wealthy person?
Yes, sir.
Very
By
good.
His grace.
By God's grace, you are wealthy. God bless you. So let the thing let affect us with your wealth. By the way, the next meeting we are going to get a refreshment. She's going to entertain us. Madam Oguntunde will bring refreshment for us. And we are going to drink Coke and Fanta and snacks virtual.
I like that.
Okay. God bless you all. Good evening and bye.
Thank you, sir.
Nice to bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Okay.